Welcome back to another video. Today I am discussing the Seatemple Arc, or giving a little recap of the Seatemple Arc. Again, I'm doing this just off the benefactor that Black Clover is coming back, so it got me so excited. Anyway, the Seatemple Arc is basically the Black Bull's mission to go to the seabed. Of course, this is one of the main targets of the Eye of the Midnight Sun because they hold a mana stone that is used later in the elf reincarnation arc to basically fulfill or bring back rather the devil or the first or Patoli. That really depends. And of course complete the elf reincarnation cycle. Anyway, the main players of course in the Black Bulls thing is of course the Black Bulls themselves. Noelle, who was part of the Black Bulls. Kaito, and a female that is part of the Seatemple community. Surprisingly, she doesn't join the Black Bulls, but she should. Anyway, as we know on this mission, that Asta and Noelle meets Kano. Can't pronounce her name. I'm gonna call her Ka for the rest of this video. Ka replies that she was practicing her singing and that she wants to be an idol. She notices that Asta is injured and heals him with her song magic. Of course. Now, the Black Bulls cheering on. She thinks about how the Black Bulls have acknowledged her and managed to gain control of her Sea Dragon's Cradle spell. In excitement, she loses control of her spells and falls into Asta's arms. She then looks for Ka, who was left, and is looking around to meeting Noelle at the temple. Of course, once they get to the Seatemple Arc, they reach the barrier of the Grand Magic Zone, where it's a whirlpool of magic of mana suddenly appears before them, at which Yami throws Asta, who managed to destroy the whirlpool, and they make it into the Seatemple. The Black Bulls then head closer to the temple when they happen to see people who cheerfully greet them. Yami asks people for their boss with an angry look, and one of the people who, with an equally angry face, tells them that they want the high priest. The people then guide the Black Bulls to the temple. Now they are attacked by a giant fish, Luck, Magnus Wing, and Gosh Aldia as they defeat the fish and the game magic. Now they will end up fighting the three people, of course, in a little sparring match. It's not basically a kill or be killed fight, where they face Ka, Kiato, and the high priest of the whole great Seatemple, who are in charge of guarding the magic stone that was entrusted to them. Anyway, within this game, they fight, yada yada yada. Yami, of course, surpasses his limits or breaks his limits, depending on what you want to call it. And then they end up fighting Veto. Veto, of course, fights Magna and Luck, as his main quality is to make his enemies fall into despair. Anyway, Veto ends up defeating Magna and Luck along with their spell, and then tries to go on and finish and tries to defeat Asta. Asta and Veto ends up fighting themselves. Veto tells them that this fight is to bring him, since they are both weak. Asta and Kaito tells Veto that they will show him what they are capable of, and Kaito still ends up being heavily hurt because he was not on Veto's level. Veto was him. I miss Veto, I ain't gonna lie to you. Elsewhere, Gosh, the dude with the eye, sister complex also, is facing a member of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Gosh is thinking about how strong the guy is, while the guy continues to attack him, that he is going to crush him. And inevitably, this makes Charmer use her magic to slam the guy through the walls, defeating him. So she defeats the guy that was going after Gosh. Elsewhere, Veto tells Noelle and Ka that he hopes that they will entertain him. Noelle notices that Luck and Magna have been defeated and wonders how strong Veto is. Asta says that he is not done yet and attacks. Asta ends up losing, and Veto easily hits him towards a wall, but can't kill him. You know why? Asta's MC. Come on now. Anyway, Veto realizes the kind of mana that Noelle has and asks if she is royalty. Noelle says that she is and that it does not matter because she is a member of the Black Bulls, yada yada. Anyway, this unfortunately makes Veto use his demonic form, his third eye form, against him, as Vanessa has way more mana power than Veto. Of course, with Fenrir and Vanessa's help, they're able to basically keep Veto at bay in this little fight. Now Noelle notices that Veto's mana is gone and says that they have won. Asta looks at Veto and asks how he likes him now. Of course, within that, they do. Anyway, Noelle stated that Yami was captured, which Yami replies that he had escaped. Elsewhere, the High Priest is riding a monster toy and comments how he is glad that he did not let Yami participate in the game since it would have been boring. Yes, they keep Yami closely at bay in this arc, since Yami and most of the Magic captains in the earlier arcs would just make the arcs wrap up even faster. Yami is him. Yami is a top 3 captain. Come on now. Anyway, as the game ends, Veto dies. Yami tells him that he had never fallen into despair, and also tells Veto to now go meet his maker. Of course, having an ultimate death slash. I don't know if this is the dimension slash use of the fight, but I know he uses an ability. Anyway, once they're back at the Magic Knight's headquarters, Yami thanks Fenrir and tells him that he can go off on his own, which Fenrir is grateful and leaves. He also ends up giving Julius the Magic Stone from the Seabed Temple as per their mission, as Julius praises Yami and gives the Black Bulls and Asta achievements, basically medals. Anyway, this also leads to another arc, the Witch's Queen arc, which is a prelude, but the Kitten invasion via transmission. Mark shows them a view of the invasion, which Julius notices that the invasion is being led by 3 of the Diamond's Kingdom's 8 shining generals. Asta asks what are the 3 shining generals, and of course that launches us into a whole different arc, which I explained in a different video. Yeah, I don't know which one will come out first though. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.